I guess that's the aftermath of the little truck that was there yesterday. But to anybody who, like I said, if you a shade tree, you're a real mechanic, meaning you got a job somewhere, officially paying taxes, whatever. The point is, because like I said, the shade trees, they real mechanics. They just don't have a business, or you know. But anyway, uh, you just like I said, I know when I heard that car start up yesterday, like I said, if somebody had been with me, one of my old, people I know them, they turn that shit off now. Turn it back off. Don't start that shit up no more. You finna throw a rod, you know. Nigga, turn that shit off right now. But so anyway, I don't know why some things is so simple, but it don't really, uh, um, just materialize. I guess is that the word until later on. Okay, so just now the whole reason, how I know they're fucked because they're programmed. The whole thing that Hitler started, and literally that's the whole thing. People keep forgetting this program. What they're doing, is Marxist, but gang stalking was started by Hitler. Literally, that is a fact. All right, so I ain't gotta, you look it up for yourself. You do the deep digging. So remember I was saying that my first years making these videos, what 2 years ago, and I couldn't figure out how these black people were doing this. Like, how y'all do it? And it wasn't like, how you doing this to me? I'm like, no, don't it go against, just inside your insides? Like, how can you, you know what I'm saying? Like, I can't do that. But anyway, uh, the program is contingent. Gaslighting is part of gaslighting. Watch the movie Gaslight. It used to be on Netflix. It was in black and white. It's an old movie. That's what it's called, gaslighting. Part of it, part of it. All right, so the whole thing is contingent that you don't have proof that someone is doing something. And, you don't say anything. That's why, because at first you start speaking out, and the person, especially the person that's doing it, he's going to call you crazy, or she. You imagine the things, and other people around, even if though they're not in on it, naturally they're going to think you're crazy. Oh yeah, yeah, like they do with Kanye. Oh, he needs help. He needs prayer. Especially black people. Oh, we're gonna pray for you. He's in need of help. And yada yada yada. But see, the thing they're done because it's too late for some. Remember, that's what we're laughing at. Y'all expose the whole. It doesn't even matter if people believe in conspiracy theories. You expose that Democrat city has been run by Democrats, and that's why blacks are suffering. So that kills your whole argument that there's a reason for you to be acting out, protesting, air quotes, protesting, rioting, looting. That kills everything. Now that gives people, and that's the thing. See, they thought for some reason these idiots, like that bitch that just walked out the door with the dog, that's a gang stalk thing too. You know, uh, just like the one that got shot and killed in Texas. The day before he on the news, yeah, they some pussies. They literally thought we was pussies. No, the whole program is just look up gang stalking. It's so just like her coming out. If I went and called the police, see this lady's harassing me. Da 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 da. What are you talking about? The police gonna get her, and she's gonna be like, "I'm just walking my dog. What are you talking about?" Da 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 da. But see, the whole program is gonna tumble because y'all just for some reason went with racism and sexism and just blew the whole cover off your stupid ass program by acting a fool. And actually, I don't think they meant. Remember, I said that about last week or 2 weeks that Soros he didn't expect the niggas to be doing what they did. He probably thought maybe it was manageable. He didn't realize that they would just go crazy, especially these little niggas getting led by the nose as older women used to tell us when we was about 12, 13. No, she got she got your nose wide open. That's something a woman should tell you. Because they know how because they was once little girls. Your dad can't tell you that because he was led by the nose too. It has to be your older women tell you something like that. How the little girls gonna do you. Once you start feeling yourself and they start liking you, but usually, it probably they gonna notice you before you notice them as a teenager. I mean, as a boy. But anyway, The point is, they doing all this shit, and it just blows. And y'all, they really, I think they really, I don't even think it's brainwashing. They really thought people. That's why I remember I've been saying they don't know the rules. They're not tough. Yeah, they used to play. Yeah, they like a woman who likes violence in her relationships. Remember you see videos, not just on World Star, of domestic violence in the, in a store. And usually everybody sees it's the woman just rah, 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 rah. But everybody's like, dude, just walk away. Even though that's your girl, your baby mama, y'all been together, she's trying to get you arrested or killed or whatever. And it just that relationship should anybody, the people in your family, and normally sometimes her relatives should be telling you if you're a good dude, her relatives gonna be telling you need to leave her alone. Her own sister, someone I can never do that. That's because you're nasty and evil. But I've seen women who do that. I need to leave her alone. That's my own sister. I know for a fact what she, yada that. She might not even be cheating, but she, she's antagonizing you, picking at you, did it in public, trying to get, and see these idiots like this nigga right here, this fuck nigga, they didn't realize that we just don't do anything because we need proof. See what I'm saying? And we have the absolute proof. They still coming out with the garbage and all this shit. He don't realize your cover is blown. The not cover, but the whole gang, the whole program is based on people not having. That's why they pulling guns on y'all, because they know they're in the right. And your DAs that are trying to prosecute people for pulling guns on y'all when you're in the wrong, defending themselves, they're getting done. They're good. They get done. People are overriding them. Just like that Ken and Barbie couple. The state AG stepped in and said, no, you're not going to prosecute these people. So you ain't got no DA to save y'all. So people aren't scared to protect themselves. We never was. And it's not just the law. You really just don't want to be wrong and accusing somebody. And they know that. Y'all know that. Because it's just like a cheater. What's the first thing they will say? You can't even prove that. Anybody else would be like, what are you talking about? I'm not cheating. No. Then you might even get word like, why are you bringing that up? You must be. And you're not trying to flip it. You really do get that feeling in your stomach. Like, why are you even bringing up cheating? If people who start noticing, they would come, yeah, she probably the one cheating. That's why she bringing it up. They might be trying to sabotage, but I doubt it. So anyway, just like I said, these niggas, they don't understand the hell that is coming for them because you're done. Everybody saw that, because most people probably weren't even thinking about it. They weren't looking into it. Y'all the ones who brought all this shit to everyone's attention, right? And so everybody's like, wait a minute, what races? We don't even live in your cities. Y'all run your own cities for over 50 years. So what are you talking about? Democrats have done that to you. All the mass incarceration was done by Democrats. Joe Biden, Clinton, Kamala Harris. They all these people that locked up black people and black men, y'all black women swear y'all love George Kirby and doing the most for black men. Y'all putting in all the people who locked up black men. Your whole party ticket right now is the two people responsible for mass incarceration for the last goddamn 30 fucking 40 years. That's why it's like, so people, your whole protection is gone. The whole program is based, and like I said, I can attest, it works. But instead of jumping on people, I went and got help because I'm like, shit, I ain't got time to be sitting in prison or sitting in even just city jail for a misdemeanor assault. You know how niggas gonna be. Yeah, he put his hands. They gonna turn into a bitch. Definitely call the police. He put his hands on me, and I ain't got no proof really. I know he's a gang stalker. I'm tired of you following. Like in the early days, I just would have snapped. I'm tired of you following me around. What are you talking about? Because they making the cough sounds. They rolling their eyes. Total strangers. Shit I had never seen in my life. Out the blue. And it's the daylight today. All this crazy ass shit. I would have, and then especially after September 11th, yeah, I bet that dude's so scared. He's starting to believe me. Yeah, he's scared as fuck. He's like, damn, it's done. They're done. Because everybody sees it. And even if they might not attribute it to a program, but the point is they know y'all are liars. You're not victims. They would the reason before is because you hadn't brought it to their attention. But once for I bet maybe 6 months ago they might have believed, oh shit, there is police brutality. But then since y'all brought it to the forefront and started acting crazy, people started filming everything, putting it on Twitter, and looking into all the other cases. Like, wait a minute, these folks were just resisting it, literally. You know what I'm saying? Like on the old Easy tape, you just were resisting arrest. Check it out, y'all. You know what I'm saying? But that's the song. That's how the songs go. So it's like, it's like you're done. Your whole protection, your whole witchcraft spell was based on people, and like I said, I can attest, not wanting to, not just be embarrassed. Yeah, it might. I admit it. You don't want to be embarrassed for saying something crazy. Two, you don't want to go to jail because they're going to lie and say, I'm not doing nothing to you. Like these niggas. I'm not doing nothing. I'm just walking out. Somebody's out in the car, like this. You know what I'm saying? So you don't want to you don't want to, just run down there and start jumping on that little boy. You're going to go to jail. This and that. Your neighbor's going to think you, but not no, I ain't got no real neighbors. I think everybody here is gang stalkers because most of these people weren't here when I first moved here about 3 or 4 years ago. 4 years ago, I moved here at 16 or 17. I don't remember. I moved here literally right after that hurricane in the Caribbean and the Virgin Islands. That's when I moved here. Like a month or two later, 2 months. So most of I think that them chubby white folks, the one with the Silverado, they might have been there. I could the white boy with the blue car, maybe. But most of these niggas, they were not here. That young nigga, they were not here. So they're all gang stalkers. They're not neighbors. That little sawed-off nigga right there with the black car, that little jealous little bitch that just look jealous, act jealous. So anyway, the program is based, and like I said, basically, yeah, they're taking our kindness. They're taking our kindness for weakness. And what I mean is, because that's why I said it's not about being embarrassed, because we're not embarrassed. It's not a stupid question. There's no such thing as we're not afraid if you know something, but we don't want to use the small chance, since we don't have 100% proof. Like say, basically something happened and I got a feeling who did it, and I don't know for sure, and everybody's like, that nigga did it. I don't have proof. I can't do it. I just can't. It goes against my rules. I just can't. I need 100% truth. Niggas, they be like, I know that nigga did it. And sometimes they right, sometimes they wrong. It's a toss-up. And you find out the nigga didn't do it. And it's not even about the embarrassment. You just really don't want that shit on your soul. You have to have proof. Nobody's saying you can't, do something about it. But in my opinion, you got to have 100%. I got to have proof. Otherwise, I just got charges to the game. I got to let it go. I just got to let it go. And so their program, like I said, is just done because, like I said, the people don't even have to know there's such a program as gangster. All they know is a bunch of these motherfuckers were lying. Period. They showed it. They got all this video evidence. So now, like I said, when they try to go through the suburbs, people automatically just pulling out on these niggas. Like, no, turn your bitch ass around. Plain and simple. And at first they tried that shit. Oh, you're racist. Oh, we're just peacefully protesting. Yeah, you're only peaceful because I got this goddamn shotgun sitting in your face. Remember, a month ago, they tried to lie. Say, oh, remember, like I said, what they call Ken and Barbie, the old white folks? And my thing was, you remember how everybody was laughing and joking, like, oh, you see the lady, she's shaking. I'm like, that's the whole point. I don't want no lady shaking that don't know how to hold her gun, pointing a gun at me. Anything can happen. She could get scared, you scare ass, and she just shoots you out of nervousness. I don't want that. No, you got somebody, a shaky old lady pointing a gun at you. No, that's your worst night, and that's your worst nightmare. Hell, the bitch might have a heart attack while she holding a gun. And pop one off as she's having a heart attack. Man, fuck that. Y'all niggas, that's why I said they stupid. When I was 18, no, I wouldn't be doing no. We knew the rules. We knew how to handle weapons. We wasn't trying to just show up and pose with weapons. We had cameras, but we didn't have video cameras. Ain't nobody, I ain't never take a picture of someone else holding a weapon when I was 18 or 19. Hell, even when I was in the military, there ain't nobody taking pictures, holding guns and shit. Stupid ass shit. Okay, but like I said, my whole point for this is just that their whole spell is literally, and it really was a spell. It's broken. The whole program is contingent on people, they're con artists or taking advantage of people's niceness. People gave them the benefit of the doubt that they were being harassed, arrested, beat for no reason. And like I said, I'm darker than you. As a matter of fact, I'm way darker than both of you. And this shit never happened to me. Why y'all getting beat up and arrested and stopped everywhere you go? I go whatever the hell I want. Cross country, out of the country. I ain't never been getting stopped and beat by nobody. I don't get it. So why do they treat me so nice and I'm darker than you, but you walk your little bitch ass in and they already jumping on you? Soon as you walk in the door, they beating the shit out of you. I don't get that. So that means there's something wrong. I don't know. Maybe you just got bitch written all over you. You know what I'm saying? It has nothing to do with race. You just a bitch ass nigga. But like I said, that whole program, I don't even know if I'm what's the phrase? Expressing it right. It might have to come to me, more of it might have to be revealed. But if you get the meaning, but basically you see how no one is afraid. And they weren't afraid because they were scared of blacks, we scared of niggas. No, they were afraid of cancel culture. Yeah, getting canceled. Exactly. You were racist. Da 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 da. But now that the cover is gone, no. Now that everybody like the rest of us, like, no, nigga, you're not finna take my shit. Period. You're not coming through tearing up my shit. You're done. You're done. You're not finna tear up my shit. You're not finna take my shit. The only thing you're gonna take is some of these fucking slugs in your ass. Now turn your ass around. I'm not gonna tell you again. And now they gotta walk off with their tails between their legs and cry to their mama. They wouldn't let us play with their, a bit facetious, play meaning rob, steal, loot, and burn shit down and murder people and want to get away with it. And I'm talking about by street rules. You know what I'm saying? You do some shit, you gotta expect there's gonna be some back and forth. And I'm being nice when I use the words back and forth. No, it's gonna be, people go. That's why we try to avoid that, because people gonna die on both sides. But they trying to avoid all that. They trying to be slick. They trying to do shit in the hood and get away with it. And I ain't even talking about with the police. Like, no, like they say, nigga, you knew what this was when you joined up. You can't goddamn go run to your Democrats, your liberals for protection. You did what you did. You got to either own it. You either got to keep coming with it until they stop, or either y'all got to make a truce. We going to squash that shit like we used to say. Squash it. Hey, squash it. One or the other. But you ain't gonna play victim and get away with it. Oh no, I did it because it's racism made me do it. No, nigga, racism ain't make you do shit. You did what you know what I'm saying? Just like when a nigga used to say, I'm sorry. Sorry ain't do it. You did, nigga. I don't want to hear sorry. You did that shit. Yes. I'm sorry. Yeah, sorry didn't do it. You did. It's it. Can't get scared now, exactly. Thankfully, I never heard those words. I might have said them. Shit, don't get scared now. You know what come after that. It's too late now. You done ran. Shit, don't get scared now, little bitch. Shit. Thankfully, it's not even thankfully. It is not. You don't have to be scared. You just don't do no. Like I said, it's natural. You don't do shit that make people want to do something to you. And that's how you knew this whole thing was fake. Because your whole life you never had. This shit. Yeah, fake outrage. You're lying. You're fake. You're not mad. Because we're men. You naturally don't hold... Women hold grudges and get mad. The rest of us, first of all, we just don't do shit like that. That's whole shit. Like a bitch scratch up your car. When the last time you and your homeboy... I know in my life, I never scratched up nobody's car. I never had one of my cars scratched up either. But I'm just saying, that shit don't go down like that, Shit, that nigga did something, if that's the case, we gonna go get him. If it, old school shit, but ain't gonna do no whole shit, scratch up the car or something, like flatten their tires or some, some whole shit, sometimes men, had them put sugar in their tank to fuck up, you don't fuck with a nigga car, at the most, You know what I'm saying? You just don't do shit like that. You gonna get at him, you go get at him. Shit, we gonna get at that nigga. Shit. But these young niggas, they led by women. They too emotional. They got sugar in their tank. But really, I was literally talking about people putting sugar in your gas tank for real, literally fucking up your engine. But again, it's something a female would do. But you don't do shit like that. You just don't. You just scratching, busting windows. Shit. Unless, you might bust a nigga window, but you expect to fully, something to go down right then. It's like you want him to do something. You know what I'm saying? He won't. And plus, he already, normally right then, we all know he been fucking with you. Seriously, everybody been known. He keep fucking. Told him quit fucking with that nigga. We all been in situations like that. And that's what I don't understand. Who just keeps fucking with a nigga? Nobody ever had to tell me stop fucking with that nigga, because everybody know I don't fuck with him, shit. But I had to tell some, stop, stop fucking with that nigga like that. That nigga gonna do something to your ass. Shit, it's like I can't blame him, Yeah, you my home, that's your homie, you my homeboy, but shit, you keep fucking with that nigga like that. But yeah, this whole video, like I said, it's been it really just hit again. It's like pieces keep getting revealed. So that's what I'm saying. That's why I'm confident, because I know as the right time comes, it just more and more it just comes to me like, damn, that's right. And like I said, I couldn't see even yesterday, this part of just talking about now. That like the whole reason that they're doing worldwide is because the whole spell is broke, because it's based on sympathy. That's what they call the word victim. It's based on sympathy. You were taking advantage of people's niceness. You were taking people's kindness for weakness, letting you do all this and that. Y'all don't understand. Just like that, like I said, like that dude. You thought they were pussies. They're not pussies. They said you were taking their kindness for weakness, and now you're fucked. I've been told you, motherfuckers want to take your heads off. There could be slang, like y'all try to play games. Literal or figuratively. Take your head off, knock your block off. That just mean he knocked you out. Or literally. Been trying, they're going to do it legally. They're not, because y'all are being labeled terrorists. Y'all still don't understand. Just like a little boy who mama and dad told him stop hanging with this one dude. They didn't understand. It was so much fun. That's, my generation. Till they caught a case. He caught a case hanging with that dude. They told you he was bad news. You didn't want to listen. Now they can't get you. They ain't got the money. They ain't got the money for a lawyer. You got to get a public defender. So basically, they going to just tell you to plead out. Period. They ain't going to try to defend you. They just going to tell you, well, if you don't, the plea deal is 8 to 10. If you try to take it to court, you might get 20 to life. This the best we can do. That's all the public defender gonna do for you. If you got money, the lawyer, you can afford a lawyer, he probably gonna get you off scot-free, But that's money. You ain't got no money. And your parents, that's why they were telling you, they ain't got no money. That's why they telling you, stop hanging with that dumb ass nigga. You gonna get you fucked up. And now you in prison, begging for a commissary. Mama, can you send me put $20 on my book? Stupid shit like that. But she told you, little nigga, she ain't got the money for you to be fucking up like that. Then some of you got parents who got the money, but they just ain't, because they told you. Y'all just left me. No, we ain't leave you. We told you, quit hanging with that knucklehead. First of all, he a fake ass nigga. Y'all ain't even out there making no money. Y'all out there just doing stupid shit for fun. Running around with that little ragged ass 38 and shit, pointing it in people's faces, you're gonna get killed. Whatever. Even if you got, just stupid. The more they just feminine ass men. Look at it. Woo. I'm glad I'm getting it all on tape. Cause we gotta, make sure we document this. One, cause once Soros and this shit is over with, it doesn't happen again. People need to learn from the mistakes of the past. Even though we really didn't make mistakes, but we let it fester until it came to this point. So we can't let this shit. So you have to, like they just take down. That, like I said, that is not normal. These folks, like I said, they weren't here before. Like I said, I've been making videos. I got 2 years of videos making videos in this spot. How come all of a sudden they just taking out? I ain't got, people just taking out garbage, keeping out garbage. All of a sudden, the last 2 days, everybody just got garbage to take out. There's some weird, another weird ass shit. There's another spell. Like I said, I got 2 years of videos in this very spot. You can see how the cars done changed, the people done changed, all of that shit. It's probably shit that I ain't even noticed on my videos. Shit. But like I said, the real revelation like is just like I gotta wait, get more. But like I said, it's just they cover is fucking. It's not a cover. They spell is broken. So it's like people aren't afraid of being canceled. So people are just basically gonna pull out on y'all off the top. But a lot of people wasn't afraid anyway. The point was that y'all just were inside your own cities, tearing up your own shit. So that's why people weren't afraid. It's just why would they come out of their neighborhoods to go to the inner city and fuck with y'all? There's no reason for that. Long as you're not fucking with them and you stay, in your fucking neighborhood, basically like stay your ass in your neighborhoods, nigga. And y'all did. Y'all stayed in Portland and, y'all stayed in Atlanta. Once they tried to go to Stone Mountain. But other than that, like, you stay your little punk ass in your fucking neighborhood. So why, y'all like, well, come do something. Why? Why would we come do something? You ain't fucking with me? Shit, you burning down your own shit. It's like, and then was y'all, what they was waiting on, yeah, let them get hyped up. And once they burn down everything, let them, get some fire in their spine, some fire under their feet, get some courage, and let them come this way. You pick their ass off, let them get some of that courage in their system. But that's why the shit is dying down. But yeah, so this whole thing. So they didn't pick. I ain't even gonna right now. I'm just watching the jokes about Kamala Khan Harris. How she arrested all those people for small amounts of weed, not even trafficking. She put like 50. They got the exact number, but that's who y'all voted for. Y'all that's what everybody's talking about. How crazy you are. You hate someone so much for no reason that you'll vote for the person that put y'all in prison for no reason for personal amounts of weed, personal usage. You know what I'm saying? You know how the niggas used to say shit. If you get caught, you don't be like, well, shit, this mine. I smoke, judge. I got a problem. But you just got a small amount on you because that's all you was traveling with. You know what I'm saying? Shit. Like, shit, nigga, this for me. I smoke. Shit, I judge. Like, send me to rehab. Niggas been aware of the sentencing, but niggas, what you do? You laugh about it. You laugh about it. You didn't know how serious the sentencing disparity, because we wasn't in politics really like that, even though I was in school for criminal justice. Niggas in the street, like, they been hip to that. They niggas been hip to that. Like, shit, nigga, I got a problem, judge. Shit, the joke was, if they get caught, they gonna try to fire up the rock in front of the cop. That's how bad their problem was. Like, shit, nigga, I'm firing that bitch up right in front of that nigga. Send me to rehab, and he's straight slanging. He don't smoke crack either, but that's the point. They been known about the difference between being white and caught with some cocaine and being black and caught with crack rock. You getting 4 or 5 years for that little $100 worth of crack. Hunt somebody white, $100 worth of cocaine, they going to rehab. And it been like that in the 90s. And the people that did that shit are running for president right now. Y'all niggas are stupid. You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, you better fire up that rock right in front of that nigga. But, they drug dealers, they don't even have paraphernalia. They don't have a steel, they don't have none of that shit. They don't have the little cheap lighter, none of that shit. So they try to lie, nigga. I smoke rocks. Judge, they ain't buying that shit. You getting a trafficking charge. You know, distribution. I'm laughing because it's one little boy. He was about their age. He probably grown. I mean, older now. He couldn't even pronounce distribution. He was going to prison for like 4 years for distribution. He was like so proud. I got a distribution charge. You mean distribution? Yeah, distribution. Like, yeah, this shit, that's what I'm saying. We didn't know how deep it was. Even though, like I said, I was criminal justice. You didn't understand. But that's probably why they didn't want us to make it. That's why they didn't want me to finish. They didn't want us to know it was the Democrats doing all this. They had to, they had to perpetrate that lie. And so you didn't put two and two together, when niggas were telling you that's, that they tried, every time they go before the judge, they were trying to say that they was crackheads. These niggas, for a fact, would never lie. Nobody gonna lie about being a crackhead except for when you're in front of the judge. Send me to rehab. That's how fucked up that shit was. This nigga sell drugs. Everybody know he ain't on crack, but shit, shit, I got a problem. I smoke about 200. I stole my mama TV with her VCR, her microwave. Nigga lying his ass off. Shit, my mama put me out the house because I was a crackhead. Yana put me in rehab. I swear, I promise you. You're not supposed to swear on anything, to forget. That's another thing. These little kids, they started swearing. Our generation, you was taught by your elders not to swear. How they love swearing. On God and all this and that. Just this stupid shit. Just that tells you this whole thing. And that really didn't start to the 90s. It wasn't gangster rap. That's when it started. Real rap started dying. They had killed Tupac, whatever, Biggie, whatever. But all of that shit, and that's the thing. I've seen the video yesterday. This was new. They still, think it's a big deal. Like, he was, because Kamala said she used to listen to Tupac. And everybody's like, well, that's possible because when she was in college, he was still like 12, 13, 14 years old or whatever. But the point is, they went back and like it's a big discovery. He was a dancer. Like, bitch, we all knew that. When his first tape came out, my friend bought his first tape when it first came out. Everybody knew he was a dancer, but before he had his solo out, like I said, I was just surprised the route he went though. When I first heard Soldier Story, all that shit, I was still young. I was like, God, I ain't, NWA, all them had been out. He wasn't like NWA, but it was like a mix between Public Enemy and NWA. And it was like, all I heard was his verses on this an underground song and shit like that. But the whole thing, they still saying, I'm like, no, our generation wasn't like you. We don't make decisions about being in the streets or getting a job, whatever, because of anything a rapper said. Whether it was Scarface, whether it was Tupac, whether it was Ice Cube, whether NWA, MC Red, Eazy, none of that shit. None of that shit influenced us. Like, damn, if you selling drugs because you literally live in that area, not because you heard it on the song you listen to, you just like the beat, the rhymes. It's dope. It's realistic. But you didn't, you know what? I heard that Eazy song. Now I gotta go sell drugs. That's y'all generation. The females want to be Cardi B. If you want to be a hoe, just admit you was a hoe in the first place on your own volition. It was your decision. Just like these niggas, y'all think these rappers are real, and y'all was mad about the 6ix9ine little boy and all this just crazy shit. My generation, and you can't even say, you don't know, yeah, because. Hell, when Eazy and them came out, I wasn't even in high school yet when Eazy came out. So yeah, I could have, and it was never heard. Shit like that was never heard before. You had Ice-T. That's another thing. Eazy and Ice-T. That shit didn't make me crazy and stupid. Oh shit, I gotta do this and that. If you did some things, it's because that's what you do. You're a boy. You like excitement. You like money. You like this and that. But like I said, I also got a fucking job at that age. When I was in high school, shit, nigga, you only make $100 a week, but you're living with your family. So that $100 is yours, unless you live in, one of them stories. You see it sometimes. They, because that person might have became a success. And they're like, I had to get a job at 16 to help my mom and dad with with my 12s as brothers and sisters. Do you see that? I'm not being funny, but the rest of us, more than likely, it was all yours. You didn't have to. You didn't have to pay no bills. You didn't have to help nobody. You didn't have to do nothing. That's a lot of money for a 16-year-old. 100 nowadays, it's probably gonna be like almost 200 a week, right? Well, you probably aren't gonna work 20 hours, but still, it's gonna be after cut about 170. I think in my day it was around 160. Shit, if I can remember, shit, every two, or at least every 2 weeks, 160 every 2 weeks. But shit, mother might have thought I was slinging for real, like big time. I'm buying shit all the time. Like, get a job, nigga. Shit, you can come with us. Plenty of us. We had like a little crew. All of us after work, after school, go to work. Some of them probably would, mother doing both. You hustling and working. You doing both. Yeah, but these niggas just want to stay with mama forever, and daddy, if it's daddy, it's his mama. But anyway, we'll see what the rest of this day. I ain't even, like I said, I ain't even getting started on Kamala yet. We already seen how silly that is.